In recent days, social media and the media have exploded with a series of rumors surrounding Heughan and Caitriona Balfe. Some say the two have a conflict, others claim they are hiding a shocking secret. Curious eyes, sensational headlines, and a storm of rumors swirling as if to drown out all the truth. Sam and Caitriona know that if they stay silent, public opinion will fabricate more. But if they react too strongly, they will accidentally add fuel to the fire. During a long, tense night, the two sat together, not in the spotlight or studio, but in a small room, where there were no cameras or scrutinizing eyes. "We have two paths," Caitriona said, her voice slow. "Either keep quiet and let them believe whatever they want, or face them directly, but in our own way." Sam looked into her eyes, her determination shining. "If we leave it alone, they will twist everything. But if we speak, we have to show them that we are not afraid, nor are we victims. We tell our story, clearly and calmly." And so, the two of them came up with a plan. Not a cold press release, not a stiff denial, but a genuine sharing session. They chose to go live, sitting next to each other, talking naturally. No script, no acting. Just two people, speaking their minds and the truth from their hearts. "We can't control what other people say," Caitriona smiles, "but we can control how we live and deal with it." Sam adds, "Rumors may come and go. But the trust, the friendship, and what we have built together, that is something no one can break." Surprisingly, instead of fueling the rumors, that calmness and sincerity moved the audience. People stopped talking about whether it was true or not, and instead shared admiration for the way the two handled the storm. The rumors were gradually swallowed by a clear truth: Sam and Caitriona were not only good actors, but also strong people who knew how to take control of their own stories. But somewhere, behind the screen, there were those who were unhappy that their plan to sow division had failed. And they certainly wouldn't stop there. Right. After their heartfelt live broadcast, Heughan and Caitriona Balfe seemed to have escaped the eye of the storm. The audience listened, believed, and public opinion gradually calmed down. But at that moment, a dark force began to move. They refused to accept defeat. The rumors were just the beginning. The real goal was bigger: to shake the reputation and trust that Sam and Caitriona had built up over the years. Anonymous emails began to appear in Sam's inbox. At first, they were just a few vague threats, but they gradually became more detailed, even accompanied by sophisticatedly edited photos, deliberately framing him in wrong situations. Caitriona also received strange messages on her phone, full of hidden meanings, as if someone was following her every move. They both understood that this was no joke. Someone was controlling the entire rumor network, creating false evidence to sabotage. Sam and Caitriona decided they couldn't just sit back and watch. They hired a cybersecurity expert to track them down. The investigation lasted for weeks. During that time, the two continued to appear in public, smiling, working, maintaining a professional image. But behind the scenes, they were secretly nervous, discussing every detail. Every text message, every email was saved. They patiently followed the detectives, step by step, to uncover the mastermind behind the curtain. Late one night, the cybersecurity expert broke the news: "We've found the source. A shadowy media company, specializing in manipulating public opinion, is behind this campaign. And the surprise is, they're funded by a rival in the entertainment industry. Someone who once failed to compete for roles with Sam and Caitriona." The truth stunned them both. It turned out that the rumor mongers weren't anonymous fanatics, but an organized plan to destroy their reputations so that others could rise. "We have to go public," Caitriona said firmly. "Not only to protect ourselves, but also to show the truth behind the storm of rumors." Sam nodded. He knew this decision would lead to a tense confrontation, but he also understood: if they remained silent, the person behind it would grow stronger. They prepared a press conference, not unlike a public battle. The evidence was clearly shown: emails, photos, documents from investigative experts. The two were no longer just romantic actors on screen. They were warriors, daring to face and expose the truth. The whole room fell silent when Caitriona spoke. Rumors can hurt, but the truth can heal. We are not here to complain, but to affirm that anyone who tries to manipulate public opinion for personal gain will be exposed. Sam continued. We choose the truth, and we choose to stand together. No one can separate that. Soon after, the press reported the event in unison. The audience was once again on their side, but this time stronger than ever. Instead of just admiring Sam and Caitriona's friendship or bond, the public also saw their steadfast spirit, their courage in facing the dark forces. But just when everything seemed clear, a final message appeared on Sam's phone screen. Do you think you've won? This is just the beginning. Sam and Caitriona exchanged glances, knowing that the real war was not over yet. Behind the halo, there were many secrets yet to be revealed, and the enemy was still lurking in the shadows. The brief threatening message was like a sharp knife, cutting through the layer of peace that Heughan and Caitriona Balfe had just built. They both knew, if the person behind it was bold enough to manipulate public opinion, create false evidence, and invest in such a large-scale campaign, they certainly had many cards left to play. The following days were filled with an eerie silence. No new rumors, no threatening messages. But it was this unusual calm that made them both worried. The storm always calms before the tornado, Caitriona said, her voice full of intuition. Sam nodded, feeling a creeping unease. And then, it happened. A video was posted online, a cleverly edited clip, making people believe that Sam and Caitriona had secretly signed a secret contract with a film studio in exchange for fame, while secretly destroying their colleague's career. In the clip, the lines were edited, cleverly matching the facial expressions. Within hours, the video had gone viral, with millions of views and countless angry comments. They're going big this time, Sam clenched his fists, his eyes flashing with anger. But Caitriona didn't lose her composure. She stared straight at the screen, analyzing every detail. We can't fall for it. They want us to panic. But if the clip is staged, there will be traces. Immediately, the two contacted a team of cybersecurity experts, asking them to analyze each frame. Sure enough, after just a few days, the investigation team found evidence. The clip was staged using advanced deepfake technology, but still left technical traces in the original data. However, what was even more shocking was the IP address that was traced. It came from a famous media office, ostensibly an artist promotion company, but in reality operating as a shadow empire, specializing in manipulating the image and reputation of stars. And the person behind this company is none other than a producer who had a deep conflict with Sam and Caitriona when they refused to participate in his film project a few years ago. So it's all about hatred and benefits? Sam exclaimed, both angry and contemptuous. Caitriona emphasized, it's not just hatred. He wants to prove that no one can refuse him without paying a price. And we, unwittingly, become a typical target. Faced with this situation, both of them had to choose, to openly confront him immediately, or continue to collect more evidence to launch a fatal blow. They chose patience. While on the outside, Sam and Caitriona still appeared radiant at events, still maintaining a calm appearance. On the inside, they and the investigation team were secretly preparing. Every call, transaction, and even secret meeting of the other company was recorded. A plan was taking shape. It was no longer a simple matter of protecting their reputations, but a real war between two forces. On one side, Sam and Caitriona, with the truth in their hands, and on the other side, the Dark Empire, with its lies and hidden power. In the quiet of the night, Sam looked at Caitriona and said, "Maybe we have gone beyond acting. This is no longer a movie, but a real war." Caitriona smiled, but her eyes were hard. And this time, we must win, not just for ourselves, but for all those who have fallen victim to rumors. Out there, the enemy was still setting traps. But in both of their hearts, the fire of determination was burning stronger than ever. The real secret war had begun.